Good afternoon, Eden Bomber baseball fans. We're a few minutes away here from first pitch at G. Ken Adams Field as the Eden Bombers play host to state-ranked Fairview Apaches. Just a heads up on today's broadcast, I will be doing the PA announcing as well as helping out with the scoreboard, so can't be as focused on the broadcast today. Just a heads up for you there. We'll be back here shortly to give you the starting lineups as well as the national anthem. Keep it right here. We'll be back in a few. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to G. Ken Adams Field, home of the Eden Blue Bombers. Our game today features the guest on the scoreboard, the Fairview Apaches, versus our own Eden Blue Bombers. Now let's meet the teams. First for Fairview. The non-starters. Number 3, Logan Ollinger. Number 17, Eli Meyer. Number 20, Carter Hill. Number 29, Noah Schiniger. And number 14, Gavin Palladino. Now for the starters. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 15, Elijah Arend. Batting second, the designated hitter, Cole Mack. He is hitting for the pitcher. He's hitting for number 16, Cash King. Batting third, the pitcher, number 24, Drayden Grinnell Dennis. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 34, Anthony Singer. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 6, Zane Timbrook. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 10, Jesse Kuhlman. And batting seventh, the catcher, number 1, Jonah Schiniger. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 23, Gavin Garza. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 5, Shady Fritsch. The Apaches are coached by Andy Singer. And now for your own Eden Blue Bombers. First for the non-starters. Number 12, Wyatt Wheeler. Number 13, Gage Cisneros. Number 22, Caden Teal. And number 25, Zane Stoll. And now for the starters. Leading off and playing center field, number 5, Corbin Olds. Doing the pitching today and batting second, number 20, Christian Owens. Batting third, the shortstop, Kyler Sapp. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Braden Worley. He is hitting for the right fielder, number 7, Jackson Klinger. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 3, Corbin Chrisman. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 27, Caden Stantz. Playing first base and batting seventh, number 14, Lane Brandt. Playing left field, batting eighth, number 9, Zane Oberlin. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Carter Stanky. Head coach for the Bombers is Brian Moore. He is assisted by Nate Garza, Chad Livensparker, Tanner Sanders, and Garrett Skiles. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in the greatest country in the world with freedoms like no other. To honor America, we please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Our umpires for today's game are Larry Kaiser and Tim Kleck. Gentlemen, welcome to Eden. We'd also like to welcome the crew from Superstar Country Z104 as they are broadcasting today's game.
Call 419-626-8812 to find out more. Williams County veterans.
So welcome again to G. Ken Adams Field. I would like to reiterate that I am doing the PA announcing today, so if my commentary is a little off, it's because I'm putting some of my focus towards that today. But should be a great game nonetheless. We are hosting the Fairview Apaches, who come in ranked currently at 6th in Division 6. They are 10-2, I believe. Just a second here. I believe they're 11-2 overall. 4-2 in the GMC, good enough for third place. Bombers come into this one at 8-6, 5-1 in the BBC. All eyes turn to Montpelier, really hoping they drop their last 2 league games of the year for the Bombers to have a chance at winning a league crown. Montpelier playing North Central today, and they still got one with Pettysville, so definitely not out of the question as 2 decent teams there. So we'll just have to wait and see. Players are making their final warm-ups now. We'll be back in 60 seconds when they're ready to play. At the plate for the Apaches, number 15, Elijah Arend. We are moments away from first pitch here today. Christian Owens, the number 2 guy for the Bombers this year, gets the ball. Eager to see what he has in store today as he works from the stretch. And we are underway with a ball outside. So it'll be 1-0 on Arend. Can't say enough about this Apache team. They are 11-2 and very impressive record. As Owens fires in, that one's a little outside. Ball 2. Beautiful day for baseball. Wind just a little bit blowing out towards center. That one's hit hard to Corbin Crispin at third. He gloves it, fires, and will retire Arend for the first out of the game. At the plate for the Apaches, number 27, Cole Mack. So now Mack will get a chance here. As Owens fires, that one maybe just a bit low for a ball. Interesting that Owens, always working from the stretch, fires that one in there. Kind of hard to tell with this umpire if he's signaling. I believe that was a strike. So the count will now go to 1-1 on Mack. I think we were fortunate with Chad Donsbach behind the plate. He lets you know. That one's going to be in the dirt for ball 2. Donsbach, the umpire for several of our games this year. He's very loud, easy to tell what he's calling behind the plate. Not so much today, as Owens fires. That one's got to be in there. That's strike 2. Count will go to 2-2 on Mack, the designated hitter for the Apaches. Again, that wind just slightly blowing out towards center, nothing like it did on Tuesday when we saw the Braden Worley bomb. That one hit hard toward Brant at first. He gloves it. It'll be a foot race to first, and Brant will win that one to record the second out of the inning. At the plate, number 24, Drayden Grinnell Dennis. This will be a left-handed hitter here for the Apaches. Bombers defense showing out here in the first inning. As Owens fires that one just a tad bit high on the off-speed, ball 1. Good start so far for the Bombers, especially if they can put this one away here. Foul tip. Caught by Stance for strike 1. Bombers are going to have to bring their bats here today against a great opponent like Fairview. Owens kicks and fires. Off speed. Missed just a bit inside. So the count will now be 2-1. I believe Fairview fielding a JV team as well this year. That one's called. He caught the outside corner. Great location by Owens to bring the count to 2-2. This is just this kind of start you want. If you can go 1, 2, 3 here against the top of the Fairview order, got to feel good coming back into the dugout if you're the Bombers. That one hammered into right field, right to Jackson Klinger. Took maybe 2 steps and made the catch for the out. So that's the Apaches top of the order retired in order. We will head to the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Bombers, the center fielder, Corbin Olds. So the bottom half of the first about to get underway here at G. Ken Adams Field. Beautiful day for baseball. See if the Bombers can get the offense rolling. They had a good start there in the top of the first. So it'll be Corbin Olds, not typically the leadoff man, but Max Radeball out today, getting his state degree. So congrats there to Max in the FFA. Corbin Olds takes that one high. Ball 1. That one hammered to second base. Gloved there and thrown over by Jonah Schiniger. Great play there. Now up for the Bombers, the pitcher, Christian Owens. That was a good hard hit ball there by Olds. But good defense on display so far in this one. Christian Owens trying to get it started. Cash King doing pretty good so far. What we've seen of him, decent velocity. That one's fouled off by Owens. He'll be at an 0-1 count here with one away in the first. Working from the windup, right on right matchup. Good breaking ball in there, called strike 2. Owens fooled on the breaking ball. He'll be behind 0-2 here. King works decently fast. Good breaking ball again there. That one fouled. First baseman chasing it down. Can't get there in time as that one gets up by the bullpen. So Christian Owens will do it again here at 0-2. King not working particularly fast.
That's just a tough one to get.
It's a nice gentle windup here. As Owen skies that one towards second baseman Schiniger, he camps out under it and makes the grab to record the second out. Now at the plate for the Bombers, number 10, Kyler Sapp.
Getting his work in early here for the Fairview Apaches. Yep, number 10, Kyler Sapp.
Now Sapp digging in a plus 500 batting average. I don't know what exactly it is now, but he has been excellent for the Bombers. Swing on a high fastball, strike one. Kyler Sapp had a heck of a game last night on the mound against Holgate to secure the final BBC win of the Bombers season. As he takes a breaking ball just a bit high. The thing I noticed so far in this one is King is throwing a lot of off speed. Seems almost to be a 50-50 split, whether he's going with the heater or some kind of breaking ball. Sapp takes that one up by the chin. It'll be 2-1. So Kyler Sapp awaits the 2-1. Bombers in the bottom half. He takes that one. Inside corner, 2-2. Bottom of the first here, 2 away. Sapp awaits the 2-2. Breaking ball, misses a little low. Now it'll go to a full count on the shortstop for the Bombers. King working that far first base side of the rubber. Swing and miss, tip, foul. Kyler Sapp down on strikes. After one inning, score is 0-0. So we'll be back here in 60 seconds as we head to the top of the second inning. At the plate for the Apaches, number 34, Anthony Singer. So it'll be the cleanup man due up for the Apaches here. It'll be a right on right after a couple left-handed hitters. Tied 0-0, top of the second. Christian Owens pumps that one in there, strike one. Standard defensive alignment here for the Bombers. Maybe Zane Oberlin out there in left field playing a little shallow. That one in there a little bit high. It'll be 1-1. Again, if you missed the beginning of our broadcast, I'm trying to juggle the PA responsibilities with broadcasting today, so just keep that in mind. That's in there called strike two. It'll be 1-2 now. Christian Owens getting right back to work here, not wasting any effort. Now he kicks and fires. Big swing and miss there, struck him out. Got the chase there on the fastball high and outside.
Every pitch was a little high that time.
At bat for the Apaches, number 6, Zane Timbrook. It'll be a lefty now in Timbrook after the strikeout by Owens. It'll be one away here as the lefty awaits. Call a little bit inside, ball 1. Owens has been pretty good so far this year for the Bombers. As he fires that one, maybe a little outside, 2-0. Said Christian Owens has seen quite a bit of work, and he's been impressive so far this season for the Bombers. That one's drilled into center field. Corbin Olds is not going to get there, and that one will roll to the wall. All the way to second is Timbrook. So nice double there from Timbrook. At the plate, number 10, Jesse Kuhlman. That was a hard hit ball out there between the left and center fielders. So the Apaches have their first base runner of the afternoon with one away here. Jesse Kuhlman now getting the signs from his third base coach. Wonder if I'm going to put some kind of bunt on here with one out already in the inning. Owens deals. In there called strike 1. Not a huge lead out there by Timbrook. But Kyler Sapp and Carter Stanky doing a good job in middle infield, keeping him close. One missed outside, maybe a little low for 1-1. Owens working strictly from the stretch here. Does not waste a lot of movement. Just slightly picks up that plant foot. And now goes towards the plate. That one is a little inside. A little movement there from the runner after Owens went to the plate, but no steal. Good awareness by Caden Stantz to pop up real quick on that one. It'll be one away, runner on second for the Fairview Apaches. We're still tied 0-0, just in the top of the second of this one. Again, I think Timbrook's doing a good job of making the Bomber defense think out there. He's kind of getting a big, aggressive secondary. But now a 3-1 count on Kuhlman. That one is a ball high, so that will leave runners on first and second. Number 1, Jonah Schiniger. So now Schiniger with a chance here. Runners on first and second, one away. Love to induce a ground ball here if you're Owens. High fly ball to the outfield may score. Timbrook from second. That one's going to get by Stantz, and the runners are going to be 90 feet closer. Wild pitch there from Owens. Stantz couldn't get out there in time, and it'll be 1-0 now with runners on second and third. So now Owens will stare in on a 1-0 count. Needing to get a second out here as the square to bunt. And that one's off his helmet. As that'll be a...
What's the umpire going to call here? Did he bring it?
Not sure what's going on here. Coach checking on him, making sure he's okay. Took that one right off the helmet. So now the bases are juiced. So that'll be a hit by pitch that almost ended up in the Bomber dugout. At the plate, number 23, Gavin Garza. Kind of an odd situation there. Coach just want to make sure he's okay after taking that one off of the helmet. So Christian Owens in a jam now with runners everywhere, nowhere to put them. We saw the square to bunt last time. We're curious to see what happens here. Lane Brandt, the first baseman, and Corbin Chrisman, the third baseman, play in on the grass. No square now, and that one's hammered down the right sideline, but foul. Not showing any sign of bunt was Garza there. Nowhere to put him for Owens. One away. Fairview with a great chance to put some on the board here. Low. Ball one. So it'll be a 1-1 as Garza steps out of the box. It's like the Fairview third base coach giving off plenty of signs so far in this one. Interested to see if Garza is going to square and bunt. He will not, as he takes inside 2-1. Christian Owens looked sharp early after allowing the double. Has kind of struggled here so far in the second. That one's foul down the third base line. It'll be 2-2. A strikeout is huge here. If you can sit this guy down on strikes, you're in a great situation then, even with the bases loaded with 2 away. But 1 out here, 2-2 is the count on Garza. As Owens deals that one. Off speed, good there, but that one's going to get foul. Stan's doing a good job of trying to get back there to get it. So we'll go again here at 2-2. So we go again here. Owens with bases loaded. Swing and miss, struck him out. That's exactly what you need there if you're Christian Owens. Now at the plate, number 5, Shitty Fritch. So now, totally different situation now with 2 outs. But bases still loaded for the Apaches. Christian Owens with a chance to get out of this jam here. Shady Fritch, the left-handed hitting, climbs in. Swing and miss there. Good pitch there by Owens. Fritch is the 9-hitter, so even more so. You want to get this out here. You don't want to flip it to the top of the order if you're Owens. Breaking ball there, misses inside. 1-1. If Owens can get out of this jam, you're got to be happy here if you're head coach Brian Moore for the Bombers. Good swing and miss there. Got him on the fastball. So now it'll be 1-2. Big situation here early in this one. We're still 0-0, 2 away. Owens shakes off the call at the plate. Now he deals. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Stance dropped that one, but flips it down to first. And Christian Owens, great job of getting out of that bases-loaded jam. It'll be 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Now at the plate for the Bombers, the designated hitter, Braden Worley. Cleanup man for the Bombers at the plate. Braden Worley has been excellent out of the designated hitter position so far this season. I think he missed the first couple games with an injury, and I believe that's why he's not really playing the field at all this year. But he has been hitting very well as he takes that one ball low. Braden Worley had the home run Tuesday to deep center field. Added a couple of hits last night against Holgate. He takes that breaking ball up 2-0. First three Bombers were retired in order in the top of the first. We're here in the bottom of the second. 0-0 is your score. Worley cuts on and misses that one. 2-1. So King deals here. A little bit upside. It'll be 3-1. Cash King throwing a lot of off speed so far in this one. We'll see how the Bombers fare against that. So there's another off speed there. Gets the inside corner. It'll be a full count now. I think this is certainly the most off-speed stuff the Bombers have seen out of anyone this year. Worley swing and miss down on strikes. They'll be one away. The third baseman, number 3, Corbin Chrisman. So now it'll be Chrisman for the Bombers. Swing on the first pitch there and missed. 0-1. Now Corbin Chrisman digging in. Breaking ball in there, called strike 2, so he'll be behind 0-2 now. Again, King going with the off-speed there. He's starting to find that, locate that one a little bit better as his second inning of work continues. Chrisman flies that one out to right field. Camped out under it was Zane Tinbrook to make the catch. They'll be 2 away. Number 27, Caden Stance. Okay. Thank you. Caden Stance now climbs in as he takes a breaking ball a little bit outside. No, he's not even hitting. Caden Stance drives that one down toward right field. That's going to get on the line and fair. That one hit the chalk there. So now Caden Stance aboard with 2 outs. At the plate for the Bombers, number 14, Lane Brandt.
It also looked like it was going to be foul problem from their standpoint, but I'm looking pretty much right down that line here. And the whole time in the air, I think that's going to drop fair. And it hit the line, but that's fair.
So good, just good location there from Stance. Kind of fell in between the first baseman and the right fielder. So he'll be the first hit of the game for the Bombers. Brandt now, the lefty, climbs in. Hopefully the Bombers can get something going here in the bottom of the second. Stance, good lead over there at first. He will steal bases. As Brandt takes that one outside, juggled by the catcher, throw down to first, and he's aware to get back there in time. So now it'll be 2-1 on 2-0, sorry, on Lane Brandt. King comes set, checks the runner, and fires. Outside, it'll be a 3-0 count. 2 outs here, bottom of 2. We're still tied at 0. If I had to guess here, Lane Brandt is going to be taking all the way on the 3-0.
Pitching kind of changes. Now he's got a 3-0 count here.
King now fires. And that's ball 4. Lane Brandt now will stand on first base.
To your point, Jay, he's in the windup the whole.
Now at the plate, number 9, Zane Oberlin. So now 2 aboard for the Bombers here. Caden Stantz stands in scoring position at second base. Lane Brandt on first.
Now with the walk, you got 2 base runners, and
Yeah, you got number 9, Zane Oberlin.
Zane Oberlin, the left fielder for the Bombers, with a great chance here. He gets out of the way of that one. Ball 1. I would think if he puts anything in the outfield grass, Caden Stantz has a pretty good chance to score. He's got great speed as he stands on second base. As we got a mound visit from the third baseman. First time we've seen base runners here for Cash King, working from the stretch now.
It's going to be fun watching him play
that
ball
is,
next 4
that's
years.
awesome leadership for a freshman.
For the pitcher for them, it's Cash King.
He's a 1-0.
For the
This
rotation,
is, so that's going to be a ball.
What? Did they say something? I said it wrong or what?
it's like
2-0?
something that you guys were saying.
Maybe it's you guys. I don't think it was me.
What's up?
Cash King is the pitcher.
Oh, yeah. What'd I say?
There was a guy saying that there was.
People keep coming on and telling
Might
me.
have said Cole Mack.
Yeah.
Maybe that was it.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, you told me.
As Stantz takes off to third, he'll dive in there in time.
Stolen base there, yeah.
So Stantz now stands on third.
Caden Stantz
Sorry for the pause there in coverage.
Cash King is on the mound. I think we said that. I don't know if we
It is Cash King on the mound. We had some people coming up tell us it's Cash King on the mound. So now Zane Oberlin with the 3-0 count.
We got runners at the corners, first and third after that.
Caden Stantz standing on third. Probably not going to see a stolen base out of Brandt as that one's high. Ball 4. Bases now loaded for the top of the lineup. Now at the plate, number 11, Carter Stanky.
game's been so far. I mean, the first inning.
It'll be the number 9 hitter, actually, Carter Stanky.
This inning, Fairview gets a hit, 2 walks, loads the bases.
So Caden Stantz with a little blooper single out to right field. And Cash King with back-to-back walks to Brandt and Oberlin. And now this gives Carter Stanky a great chance to scratch one across. Carter Stanky doesn't bat for the highest average on the team, but he has timely hitting. He's come up clutch in quite a few different scenarios. I'd love to see him get a hold of one here. Anywhere, any base hit's going to score here. That would be huge for the Bombers to strike first in this one. We've got 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the second. It's tied 0-0. As the Apaches are reset now. Now it's with bases loaded. King is going to work from the windup once again. Bombers need something out of Carter Stanky here. With 2 away.
Second baseman for the Bombers back at 276.
As he gets out of the way of that one. Ball 1. Bomber dugout fired up after that one. King working from the windup once again. Bombers have the bases loaded here. Stanky fouls that one back. It'll be 1-1. King maybe finding the strike zone there after the back-to-back walks. Caden stands at third, Brandt at second, Oberlin at first. Nowhere to put him if you're Cash King. As he winds up and fires. That one's in the dirt. Great job behind the plate by Coolman to block that one to prevent the run from scoring. I know Stantz would definitely have taken off if that got behind the catcher.
Same thing happened in the last or the top of this inning with EBB. Those are
Bombers need to strike early here. They're playing a great opponent in Fairview, ranked 6th in Division 6 in the state of Ohio. The 2-1 to Carter Stanky. Hit on the ground, towards short, glove, toss to third, and they get Brandt out at third. So Cash King gets out of a bases loaded jam similar to Christian Owens as we head to the top of the third. After 2 innings, your score remains 0-0. We'll be back for the top of the third inning.
Not saying the color vision scoreboard, but
Coming up to bat for the Apaches,
shout out to all of our sponsors.
number 15, Elijah Aaron. So it'll be the top of the order for the Apaches. God, you have to just take a look at that second inning and how similar it was. Just the whole game so far has been dead equal. Both teams loaded the bases in the second. Both teams went 3 up, 3 down in the first. And they'll both be leading off as that one's hit high into center field. Corbin Olds loses his hat, but makes the catch. So they'll be 1 away.
Good contact, just again, right to center field. An easy routine play there.
Number 27, the designated hitter, Cole Mack.
And now here we got Cole Mack.
So
DH for the pitch.
both teams, I mean, the game has been dead equal. Everything very similar for both teams. Feel like whoever strikes first is going to have the advantage in this one. Owens fires that one a little outside to Mack. It'll be 1-0.
One of the 4, I believe, lefties in this lineup today for the Apaches.
Be a right on left matchup.
Christian Owens on the mound.
As that one just a tad high, it'll be 2-0. Like to see Owens start off at bats with a strike here. He today so far not too many times has he started with a strike. If he wants to go deep into this game, he's going to have to start on top. So it'll be 3-0 here to Mack. Owens 1 walk already today and a hit by pitch. That one's in there. Taken all the way was Mack. It'll be 3-1 now. Designated hitter, one of only 3 seniors in the lineup today. As he drills that one into left field, Oberlin's getting over there and makes the grab. So they'll be 2 away after the fly out.
Good play over there. As you know, that's a tough play. It looked like it may have kind of got over his head last minute.
The batter, number 24, Drayden Grinnell Dennis.
Push it out. So it's pushing out pretty much dead center. So it's
Couple good grabs by the Bomber defense. I don't know what kind of hats they ordered this year, but it seems like about every play, one of the Bombers lose their hats, as Oberlin lost his on that one. Another lefty here with 2 away. One a little bit low. Again, Owens needs to start getting a first called strike of the at-bat. Seems to start with a ball about every at-bat so far. That one's hammered high into left field. Oberlin ranging over. And it's over his head and to the wall. That'll be another stand-up double on probably an error there by Oberlin. He was not there in time.
You know, getting over his head, he got his glove up and was able to make the play.
Number 34, Anthony Singer.
That's what I just meant.
I don't know, it just seemed like Oberlin was drifting and drifting and drifting with that one and eventually got over his head. So a 2-out
See, right-handed batters,
double
right-handed batters
for
out to right field.
Grinnell Dennis.
Same thing, that ball's got that side English on it. Yeah, they're tough to
Wind could have been a little bit of a factor on that one. Not near what we've seen so far in games this year.
comes up to the plate.
As Owens fires that one a little outside and high, ball 1.
Singer, he struck out swinging on that same pitch pretty much his last at bat.
So Singer with a chance. A runner stands on second, 2 away here. We're in the top of the 3rd inning trying to break the 0-0 tie. That's called strike 1.
Just found the strike zone there in the top right.
Good secondary lead out there by Grinnell Dennis. Haven't seen the Apaches try to steal a base yet. Don't think they're a heavy stealing team. Owens deals. That one's popped in foul territory. Lane Brandt ranging over. Makes the grab. So Owens avoids the 2-out double there. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Still tied, 0-0. Good one going on here at G. Ken Adams Field.
It's great, even better pitching going.
Top of the order for the Bombers, number 5, Corbin Olds.
Two of the premium teams in this area here in Northwest Ohio.
So, again, we are deadlocked at 0 here as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Been a good game so far. Both teams playing great in this one. Cash King in his 3rd inning of work deals that one. Skipped in front of the plate. Ball 1. Just starting to get the feeling that whatever team strikes first here is going to have the advantage and might go on to win this game. Either team looking to break it open in this one.
This is number 5, Corbin Olds.
As that one's bounced in the dirt, 2-0.
First at bat.
Last inning, we saw Bomber runners get on, and Cash King kind of struggled from the stretch. Well, preferring to work from the windup, it seems, as Brian Moore gets in the ear of his batter. The umpire walking that one out. Not sure what's going on there. Said, hey, quit throwing this in the dirt so we don't have to get a new baseball. I don't know. And now I'm going to dust off the plate.
He'll clean the plate off.
Probably almost could have played a song in between this one, but nonetheless, it'll be 2-0 on Corbin Olds here in the bottom of the 3rd. Nobody out. That one comes back with a strike there. It'll be 2-1. So Corbin Olds trying to get a little offense going here with the top of the order. Bounce that one in the dirt again. Umpire not going to be happy. So it'll be 3-1. You'd love to see the leadoff man get on for the Bombers. King already issued 2 walks so far today.
Back-to-back walk the last inning. Is able to
He comes set now and will deal. Called strike 2. Count will go to full. Corbin Olds didn't like the look of that one. It'll be a full count now. Just one lone hit for the Bombers, Caden Stance. Corbin Olds flew out his last time as he hammers that one into center field, but he's camped out under it, and Gavin Garza on to make the catch to record the first out of the inning. The pitcher, number 20, Christian Owens.
Again, that's how the top of the third started.
So Corbin Olds flies out for the second time today. Christian Owens, he flew out in his first plate appearance.
Both teams are pretty much matching what the other team's
It's
done.
kind of crazy.
It really is.
Almost like deja vu.
Now King
As number 20.
working on the oh, he hammers that one into right field. That one might get down. It does. Drops right in front of the right fielder. Puts that one in a good spot. Christian Owens aboard with one away.
Close to the line, but still dropping that spot between first.
At the plate for the Bombers, number 10, Kyler Sapp.
Yeah, that's just that's a
So good chance here. You got your best hitter at the plate in Kyler Sapp, batting over 400 on the year. Christian Owens with a good single there. Ryan Moore gives the signs. You'd hate to give Sapp the bunt signal here. He's been hot this year. Let him swing away.
7 doubles too, so he knows how to hit the gap out there.
That one's in there, called strike one. Sapp struck out in his first plate appearance.
Sapp got here. This is an opportunity now for the Bombers.
Bombers hoping to strike first in this one. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Tied at 0. That one gets outside. Great job there by Kuhlman to range over and block that baseball. Christian Owens stands on second if he doesn't make that good play. Christian Owens does steal bases now and again. Seems to be a decent catcher in Kuhlman. He's been throwing pretty good, warming up, so no attempt yet. As Sapp cuts on a breaking ball and misses high, 1-2. Sapp not a big strikeout guy. He did strike out in his first plate appearance, but usually he can put the ball in play and good things happen. Owens stands on first. King deals. Breaking ball fired back up the middle, and center fielder grabs it, sliding throw.
Double play here is the throw.
Christian Owens hustles back in time. Great play out in center by Garza. So they'll be 2 away now.
I mean, I thought for sure we're dropping. He was, more
The designated hitter, number 4, Braden Worley.
gap right. He flew over there and made a sliding.
Great play out there by Garza with the sliding catch, and fired it to first, just could not get Owens in time. I think Owens thought that one was down all the way, so did I. So there'll be 2 outs here for the designated hitter, Worley, who struck out in his first plate appearance. And a little jump over there by Owens as Worley takes ball 1.
Both teams very impressive here defensively. Been a great game.
So now King working from the stretch with Owens standing on first. Bombers trying to strike first in this one. As King steps off, no throw. Braden Worley awaiting the 1-0.
They've got 78 on the season, so as this pitch comes
That one inside. Worley tucked out of the way of that one. It'll be ball 2.
sorry, ball 2, 2-0 count.
Ryan Moore encouraging his team to strike first here in this one.
Another kid that's really impressive right now, Jesse Kuhlman, the catcher for the Fairview Apaches. Doing great.
King checking the runner and fires. That one hit hard to third to Schiniger and tosses it over to retire Worley. Sorry, Singer at third. So the Bombers strand 1. It will be 0-0 after 3. Coming up to bat for the Apaches, number 6, Zane Timbrook.
Start this fourth inning now.
So it'll be Timbrook for the Apaches here in this one. I mean, this game is just deadlocked. 2 hits apiece, no errors, great defensive play so far in this one. Each team leaving the bases loaded at one point. That one swing and miss, foul tip, strike 1. And we're just, I mean, this is just incredible how this game is just matched up perfectly. I mean, we're going blow for blow here. Nobody able to scratch one across yet. But you think whoever does might go home the winner today. There's trying to half check swing. He checks. And they say he did not go. So it'll be 1-1 on the check swing.
But umpire not giving him the call there, so we're gonna have a 1-1.
So we will go here at 1-1 on Timbrook. Timbrook doubled last time at the plate. Called in there, strike 2.
Nice pitch by Christian Owens.
Timbrook has one of the 2 hits for the Apaches. As Owens deals that one hammered fair just off the line. Klinger chasing that one. That's going to be extra bases for Timbrook. The throw. What a throw by Klinger. Absolute cannon out there in right field. But it'll be a double for Timbrook. 2 for him so far today. Coming up to bat for the Apaches, number 10, Jesse Kuhlman. So on the hard hit down the right line, yields a double for Kuhlman, his second of the day. So the leadoff man is on for the first time this afternoon for the Apaches. Nobody out. We're tied 0-0. We are in the top of the 4th. Got to think, if you're Andy Singer, this is going to be the time you want to bunt. And he will let his hitters swing away in Kuhlman. Kuhlman walked in his first plate appearance back in the second. So normal defensive alignment here for the Bomber infield. Corbin Chrisman may be playing on the edge of the grass as there's a bunt. And Chrisman will be sent in there. Not even close. He was speedy down the line. Corbin Chrisman was playing in the dirt there and did not have time. Great bunt there by Kuhlman. Number 1, Jonah Schiniger.
Absolutely. That's a great bunt. You got no outs. You're gonna have number 1 Jonah Schiniger.
So great bunt there by Kuhlman. Chrisman not able to throw him out in time. So now Schiniger hit by pitch in his last at bat. Runners on the corners with nobody out here as he squares to bunt. And the throw back to the pitcher. Just a lot of confusion there from the Bomber defense. The third baseman was not charging on the bunt. And then the throw back to the pitcher. Third base, I think they had Timbrook fooled over there. He was kind of hung out to dry, but third baseman was not over there, so no play. So now second and third, no outs, 1-0. And they're outside. We'll be even at 1-1 now. So the 1-1 here. That one fouled back out of play. 1-2 now. Christian Owens looking for the first out here in the top of 4. Fairview threatening with runners on second and third now. Stands alert and ready behind the plate. That one skied high. Stance camped out under it, leans back, and makes the grab. That's a huge out there for the Bombers. As Stance called off Owens there. Great play there. Number 23, Gavin Garza.
Good job by the catcher there.
So there'll be one out now.
Caden Stance shaking that mask off quick, turning his body around, getting underneath it, making the catch.
Again, big out there to work to try to get out of this jam if you're Christian Owens. Kind of have to have a strikeout here. Not really a double play chance as runners stand on second and third. A fly ball to the outfield definitely scores. Kind of half swing. Yes, he did go. 1-0 now. Yeah, pretty much have to have a fly ball in the infield or a strikeout here, because anything in the outfield is going to yield a run, with Tim Brook standing on third, Kuhlman on second. Big lead at second as Owens fires. Squares the bunt. Put that one down. The flip to the plate. In time, he's out. Great defensive play by Christian Owens. There's two away now as Andy Singer is trying to appeal to the base umpire.
And gets the out at home.
So now discussing this one, as that wasn't a force play, but I do believe Caden Stance got the tag down in time. From our view up here, looked like he definitely had him. Christian Owens fielded that bunt well, fielded his position, flipped it to Stance, and will record the second out, as now we're going to confer with the other umpire. I can't really see how you overturn this one. But if the out stands, there'll be two away runners on the corners for the Apaches. And it will be an out. Great play there for the Bombers. As the Fairview coach now out to talk to the field umpire. Not happy at this one. Again, from my view, it looked like Stance got him in time. So there'll be two away runners on the corners. At the plate, number 5, Shady Fritch.
That's tough when somebody's sliding in there full force into your glove. So
That's a huge, great.
So if Christian Owens can work out of this jam, that will add to the impressive day he's had. Decent lead over there at first. As he takes off, Stance caught the runner up, and the throw to second, and not in time. Not sure. And that one escapes into center field. Not sure what the play was there for the Bombers. That's definitely going to score on the error. So it'll be a 1-0 game. The Fairview Apache is going to strike first in this one. Not entirely sure the call there. Caden Stance, the catcher, threw it to the second baseman, Carter Stanky. But Tim Brook just too fast. He just got to the plate in time. That's going to break the 0-0 tie. That kind of a rough play there for the Bombers. So now just a runner on second for the left fielder, Shady Fritch. He squares the bunt. Great speed out of the lefty. Could definitely hustle his way down on a good placed bunt, especially with Chrisman playing fairly deep over there at third. Be 1-1 on Fritch. He squares, lays down a gem of a bunt. And the throw wild. As Fritch goes to second, and the run will score. Just kind of a ill-advised throw there by Owens. I think Fritch was at first base before Owens even fielded that ball. That's just one error, so it'll be hit and then an error.
yeah, I mean that's the third bunt too of this inning.
So Fritch with the great bunt. He now stands on second.
That was an excellent bunt by Shady Fritch.
So good bunt and RBI there for Fritch. That one's fouled back and out of play. We'll go to 0-1.
Back to 15 Elijah Aaron.
So, yeah, 2 outs here now. The Apaches lead it 2-0. We're in the top of the 4th. Defense of the Bombers kind of crumbled. Fritch takes off to third. Gunned down by Stance. And got a poor hop as Fritch will now come in. Oberlin wasn't there to back up the throw. And Apaches have broken this one open. 3-0 now. Was a good throw by Stance behind the plate. He just kind of got an unfortunate bounce Bounced up over the head of Chrisman.
Yeah, bounced and took a hard bounce up over the third baseman's head.
Now,
That's just a tough
it'll be 3-0. Base is clear now.
Break as the Apaches now score 2 runs on 2 errant throws by the Eden Bombers.
So it'll be Elijah Arend
Said,
with 2 outs now.
open this game up for another team, and here we are. This first pitch
As he
misses
takes that
high
ball high.
ball.
Well, good news now for the Bombers is we got 2 outs.
Interesting to see now Christian Owens working from the windup
Exactly. Get up.
for the first time today. That one's hammered into left. Oberlin didn't even have to move. He makes the catch. That'll end the inning as we head to the bottom of the third. Fairview able to plate 3 there. They lead it 3-0
Both teams
as we
have
head to
been
bottom of
back what
4.
the other's done so far, so-
Fairview Apaches playing a little small ball. They should have just said, let him steal, screw it, let him do it. And welcome back here on Franklin today as the Eden Bombers are taking on the Fairview Apaches.
Up to bat for the Bombers. Number 3, Corbin Chrisman.
Rattle off 3 runs, 2 of them off errant
So
throws by the
after
Bombers.
the rough inning in the field, the Bombers come to the plate. They now trail 3-0. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Got to get the offense rolling here if you're the Bombers.
Yep, as number
Middle lineup man, number 5 hitter is Chrisman.
first pitch.
He fouls that one back out of play, 0-1.
That'll be strike 1. Cash
Corbin
King
Chrisman
with the
flew
fair
out
catch,
in
still
his
on the
1
mound.
plate appearance so far today. As King deals,
That
one hit hard to second.
Second baseman fields it.
Gloves it, and pull error on the throw into the dugout.
Ball into the dugout.
There's a little life for the Bombers.
That's what you mentioned
Jonah Schinniger with the throw that ended up in the Bomber dugout. Corbin Chrisman now stands on second.
would have gone probably a second anyways.
Up to bat for the Bombers, number 27, Caden Stance.
Second, has made a couple good plays in the first inning.
No,
Made a good play to stop the ball, just errant throw over the first.
So,
play.
great chance here to start the inning.
He just held on to it too long. It goes
Corbin Chrisman standing on second, Stance at the plate
runner at second.
after the error
Caden
by the Apaches.
play at home.
That one hit about the same spot as he did last time, but not deep enough. First baseman's there to make the catch, so he will fly out.
Big out there. But now, we were talking about both teams in the first 3
The first baseman, number 14, Lane Brandt.
with some fielding errors.
So now 1 away for the Bombers,
So that'll bring up
as Brandt has a chance with runners in scoring position here. With Corbin Chrisman standing on second. That one hit toward short, fired hard, and that one he's dropped. So Lane Brandt will be aboard and advance the runner there on a hard hit ball. Seemed to be off the end of the bat.
But the first baseman had a chance
So now runners at the corners for the Bombers.
on the little bit of a low throw.
Number 9, Zane Oberlin.
running on that play right there, kind of messed
off
up the
a bit,
shortstop's throw.
It was a good throw by the shortstop, but off of the glove over there at first
Runners at the
by
corners
Grindel
run
Dennis.
Off of 2 fielding errors. It just seems like whenever the Fairview
Into the
does
game to run for the Bombers. Number 12, Wyatt Wheeler.
It's kind of how this game's gone.
So Brandt will get a pinch runner now. Zane Oberlin now at the plate with 1 away. Runners on the corners, bringing in a little bit more speed there for the Bombers.
Last at bat, we got
So
runners on the corner.
Runners on the corners as a result of 2 errors by the Apaches. Interested to see what the call is here. Wheeler's got speed at first. Hasn't seen a ton of action yet this year. He will not take off on the first pitch as Oberlin takes inside ball 1. Corbin Chrisman now stands on third, hoping to score here. With 1 away, you think any ball in play. As Oberlin cuts on a breaking ball and misses 1-1. You would hate to get a runner thrown out. The freshman Wyatt Wheeler has seen some pinch running experience so far this year. Not sure if he's swiped any bags yet. So King fires. That one popped up into shallow center field. Makes the catch. Corbin Chrisman takes off the relay, and no, he'll head back to third. That was a great play. Corbin Chrisman would have been out by a mile. Gavin Garza with the catch and the throw right on target, as now there'll be 2 outs. The second baseman, number 11, Carter Stanky. So another great defensive play out there in the outfield from Gavin Garza. So Bombers looking to take advantage of the 2 Fairview errors in this inning. They've got 2 away now. They trail 3-0. Stanky cuts on and misses there. Strike 1. Again, he's had timely hitting this year. I'd love to see him get a hold of one and at least score 1 run is huge if you're the Bombers. Wheeler on first. The pinch runner, and Corbin Chrisman stands on second as Stanky now falls behind 0-2 on the foul ball.
0-2 with 2 outs.
Cash King working here in his 4th inning. He comes set, checks the runners and deals. Called strike 3 on the breaking ball. Stanky down on strikes. Bombers strand 2. After 4 innings of play, Fairview 3, Eden 0. So Fairview gets out of 2 fielding errors in that inning. We head to the top of the 5th. Bombers trail 3-0.
Really played fantastic out there.
27.
At the plate for the Apaches, number 27, Cole Mack.
That ball gets past the catcher there, that's a run scored.
So now the Bombers out into the field again. A couple errors that last inning, 3 I do believe, and it cost them 3 runs. Hoping to have a better inning here in the top of the 5th. Again, other than those errors, the Bombers playing extremely well today. Fairview is ranked top 10 in the state in Division 6. So great to see the Bombers putting up a good fight here in this one.
We had a new pitcher, but Christian Owens, he's going from the windup now.
So Owens with the 2-0. That's hammered into center field. Corbin Olds not able to get there in time. A good hard hit ball. Good leadoff single there by Mack. Number 24, Drayden Grinnell Dennis.
So last inning started off with a nice double out the right field. Now we're going to
So the leadoff man got aboard last inning. That's how the Apaches scored 3. They got the leadoff man aboard here with nobody out in the 5th. Owens from the stretch now. Great breaking ball there by Owens. Called strike one.
Drayden, he doubled his last at bat.
Drayden 1 for 2 so far today. Owens checking the runner now. Good breaking ball there. Fouled off the catcher. It'll be 0-2 now. Again, Fairview not really a running team. We haven't seen them take off too much today. 0-2. Hopefully Owens places this one where he needs to. As we have a runner on first, nobody out. Owens checks and fires. Good spot for that one. A little high. Doesn't get the chase by Grinnell Dennis. So the left-handed hitter faces a 1-2 count here with a runner on first. Owens kicks and fires. Breaking ball. Did not get him to go there. Kind of a check swing from the Apache batter. It'll be 2-2 now. Fairview'd love to add to their lead here. Owens deals. And with just outside off the glove of Stance, it'll go to full count now. Grinnell Dennis doing a good job of battling back after being behind 0-2. Big pitch here for Owens. Nobody out. Steadies and fires. Great breaking ball. But Grinnell Dennis doing a good job to foul that one off. Great job to fight that one off. That was a good pitch there by Owens. See if he goes back to the breaking ball. He's had luck so far in this at-bat with that. Or maybe bring the heat here. Counts full. Owens with the payoff pitch. Another breaking ball roped into right field. Klinger not going to get there in time. That'll skip off the wall. The runner to third. Good throw. Almost gets the runner at second. Klinger with an absolute dime to second. But can't get the out in time. So it'll be nobody out. Runners on second and third. At the plate, number 34, Anthony Singer. Just a great throw out there by Klinger, but just not in time. So it'll be a double for Grinnell Dennis, his second of the afternoon. Anthony Singer now over 2 with a strikeout. You got to think, last inning we saw a lot of bunting out of the Apaches. Corbin Chrisman, the third baseman, plays the grass. Lane Brandt deep at first, not really playing the bunt. Like to see Corbin Chrisman come in a little more on this. I think that kind of cost him last inning. He was playing in the dirt still and just not able to get to those bunts in time. Love to see him come in a few steps closer. That one's drilled into center field. Going to score a run, but Corbin Olds catches it, and he'll throw to third, and nobody's there. Corbin Chrisman was not there, so the runner will score from third and from second to third. It was a great throw by Corbin Olds. Great idea to throw there, but Corbin Chrisman was not standing on the bag. Number 6, Zane Timbrook. I don't know. I understand the thinking by Corbin Olds. He wasn't going to throw out the runner at home. He was too deep out in center field. If that runner takes off to third, he definitely would have thrown him out, but Corbin Chrisman was not on the bag. That one is hit hard but foul. So Singer there with a sac fly RBI. So it'll be 4-0. As that one off the end of the bat, it'll be 0-2. 4-0 is now the score. The Apaches add to their lead. We are in the top of the first inning. 5th inning, sorry. One away. The count 0-2. That one hit hard foul again. Zane Timbrook doing a good job of battling here. He's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles.
Runner at third. If Fairview can get
Looking to add to that total here. He's got a runner on third. Looking to add to that 4-0 lead as Owens works from the stretch. Breaking ball hammered in between second and third. That'll score. Timbrook 3 for 3 on the day with an RBI there. It'll be 5-0 Apaches.
piece of hitting. You know, we see why this Fairview team
Number 10, Jesse Coolman.
in the area. I mean, you can see it. They just
Fairview really putting the bat to the ball now.
One of the best in Division 6, as you know, as we mentioned at the beginning.
It'll be 5-0 your score. 1 out, top of 5. So defensive alignment is called out. Owens
Number 10, Jesse Coolman up to
now fires. A little bit high. Ball 1.
Yeah, big shout out, you know, to Andrew Singer,
Christian Owens
Apaches head coach.
doing a good job in this one, but Fairview starting to put the bat to the ball here.
1-0.
That one a little inside, ball 2.
Jesse Coolman, he laid down a beautiful bunt that he was able to reach safely.
Christian Owens at 85 pitches so far in this one. Not sure how much longer he's going to go. That one's fouled back out of play. 2-1. Yeah, with 85 pitches already. Don't know if he'll go the distance in this one, especially if Fairview keeps putting the bat to the ball as they have these last 2 innings.
Fairview's doing a good job not only base hitting, but they're to play the small ball game with the bunts.
Now Owens with the 2-1.
Put the ball in play.
That one's going to get past Stance. Just a wild pitch there. As Timbrook will be 90 feet closer, he now stands on second base.
Very errant throw there. Gets past the catcher.
3-1
Well,
Jogged down to second.
now as time is called.
we'll see how much longer he goes. It's gonna be a little bit of fatigue too.
We're going to get a pinch runner.
We're going to have a little pinch runner.
Now running for the Apaches, number 20, Carter Hill.
Carter Hill going to run for Zane Timbrook over there at second base. We got a 3.
So now a pinch runner for the Apaches. They've got 1 out, maybe adding some speed out there
Christian Owens still pitching for the Eden Bombers.
with Hill.
We got a 5-0 ball game. As
Jesse Coolman facing a 3-1 count now. Christian Owens starting to show signs of fatigue in this one. That one hit hard, fair, down the third base line. Hill will round third. He's being sent home. Coleman is into second. Stand up double for the Apaches. They add to their lead, 6-0 now.
That is a great piece of hitting. Wow. There's just no way to put it. I mean, you can make a play. That's right
At the
down
plate,
line.
number 1, Jonah Schinniger.
as hard as that's hit,
Yeah.
third baseman has no
No.
time to react.
That one just got down the line, fair, third base side.
Up 6.
Be 1 out, 6-0. Apaches again with a runner in scoring position as
Jonah Schinninger,
Coolman trades places. There's a swing and a miss.
1.
Strike 1.
No action over there in the Eden dugout.
Gotta think Eden's got to start getting some outs here. The Fairview offense starting to heat up.
Back the runner to second.
As Owens checks the runner and deals. That's in there. Called strike 2. He'll be ahead 0-2 now. You know, you can't say enough about this Fairview offense. They won a game earlier this season 33-0. If that doesn't tell you that their bats are good, I don't know what will. The 0-2. Hammered to
Fielder gets under it, makes
Oberlin. He makes the grab out there in left field. Hard hit ball. But Oberlin camped out under it. So they'll be 2 away.
A little too hard hit. It carried enough to get there.
Number 23, Gavin Garza.
Dropping, but he hit it hard enough and it got right to the.
So now 2 away. Runner still stands on second.
Just getting it out and see if you can get out of his inning without any more damage done.
right with the runner at second and Garza up to the plate.
That one hit hard to Stinky at second. Gloves it.
Fields it clean.
Over to Brain at first. That will end the inning. Fairview doubles their lead. It's 6-0. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. Hopefully the Bombers can get their bats going. Running out of innings here in this one. pitching for the Apaches, number 27, Cole Mack.
Really opened it up the last 2 innings. Playing some small ball there in the 4th inning, getting 3 runs on some errant throws. And then this last inning, able to rattle off 3 more runs.
Really in that last inning, that top of the fifth, it wasn't due to errors. It was just good offense at Fairview.
Got a pitching change for the Apaches, number 27, Cole Mack now into pitch for the Apaches. Little sidearm action going on.
See what Eden's got, because they got to find some offense.
Now at the plate for the Bombers, number 5, Corbin Olds.
Yeah, now they're going to have a complete
Also got action going on in the Bomber bullpen. Not sure who's out there to warm up. We just got a catcher and a protector. So no idea who's going to be out there. Maybe they just want to go out there to have a little fun. Anyway, Cole Mack now in for the Apaches. That one's hit on the ground, foul. So it'll be 0-1 on Olds. Cole Mack got a little bit of sidearm action as King exits the game after 4 innings of work. Olds takes there, 1-1. So Cash King's day was 4 innings, gave up 4 hits. As that one hit hard towards second base. Nobody covering first, but Matt gets over there in time. Great job to field that one. Great to see out of Cole Mack. Corbin Olds now down for the first out of the inning. Number 20, Christian Owens. So Cash King, again, his day. 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, walked 2, struck out 3, did not give up any. He was good today. Christian Owens now puts one on the ground towards short. Going to be a tough play. Owens there in plenty of time. He's safe. First baseman might have pulled the foot there, so maybe an infield single for Christian Owens. The shortstop, number 10, Kyler Sapp. So now Kyler Sapp with a chance, 1 out here. Bombers trail 6-0. He puts that one in play. They'll throw that one to second. He was off the bag. No throw. So kind of a wide throw there by Mack. So now Kyler Sapp, he'll be safe at first. The designated hitter, number 4, Braden Worley. So Bombers hopefully can take advantage of the errors this time. They stranded a couple. Now we see in the bullpen is Corbin Olds warming for the Bombers. So there's called strike 1 on Worley. He is 0 for 2. Bombers have runners on first and second. They need to score here. Called strike 2. Worley behind 0-2. Got to think the Bombers need to put some runs on the board here in the bottom of the 5th. They trail the Apaches 6-0. Cole Mack just coming into the game for the Bombers. And Worley swings it one way outside. He's down on strikes, 2 away now. Number 3, Corbin Chrisman. So 2 outs. Bombers trying not to squander this chance of scoring a run. As a pickoff attempt, sends Christian Owens reeling back just in time. Good move there by Cole Mack. He seems to demonstrate some confidence up there on the mound. He's throwing well. Almost a very sidearm delivery. It'd be hard to hit today, as not sure why that one was foul. Did that get his body? I'm not sure that one hit Corbin. might have just hit off the handle. I'm kind of thinking that might have been a fair ball. I'm not sure though. He kind of came up grabbing at his arm or his hand area. So I don't think that one got him. I don't know. Interesting play there. It'll be 0-1 on Chrisman. Owens stands on second, Sapp on first. Bombers trying to score a run here. They need to put something on the board as they are behind 6-0. As that one gets away, wild pitch will advance the runners. Owens and Sapp will be 90 feet closer.
I believe that's the first pass ball of the game for Fairview. Yeah.
So if Corbin Chrisman can put the ball in play and get safely to first, a run will score, but 2 outs for the Bombers.
That advances the runners, and now a really good chance here for Eden if they can get a hit.
That one high, fly ball towards second base. And Schinniger there to make the grab. Bombers strand 2. As we head to the 6th inning, it's Apaches 6, Bombers 0. Bombers have a lot of work to do as we head to the top of the 6th inning. We'll be back when we are at the top of the 6th. Little defensive change for the Bombers. Corbin Chrisman out to center field. Christian Owens, his day is done on the mound. He'll head to third, and Corbin Olds will come in to pitch. Coming up to hit for the Apaches, number 5, Shady Fritch. So that will end Christian Owens' day for the Bombers. He went 5 innings, gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, 4 of those earned, and walked 1, struck out 3. So decent day for Christian Owens. But Bombers are behind 6-0 here as Fritch takes outside, ball 1. Corbin Olds has kind of shared that that one is hit. Christian Owens ranging over and going to get out of play. Corbin Olds has seen a fair amount of work so far this year. So now Brian Moore out to talk to the umpire. I think the on-deck batter kind of got in the way of Christian Owens as he ranged over to catch that one.
Yeah. Tried to get over to catch that foul ball, and the on-deck batter was kind of right there. I mean, I don't know what you do about that.
Oh, I guess one of the players was out in the dugout, and Brian Moore still letting his voice be heard here as he heads down to the field umpire. I think the argument was there was somebody outside the dugout,
You know what's interesting is
and Christian Owens kind of got in his way.
It's tough because when you're if you're in this on-deck circle,
yeah.
if you stay
And no appeal there from the umpires, so
I don't know what you do about that, but
Brian Moore heads back, a little frustrated after that one. I definitely think they should have done something there. That wasn't even the on-deck batter. It was another player. As Fritch takes ball 2 low, it'll be 2-1 now.
But you like to see that fire out of your head coach, letting your boys know, hey, we're not giving up yet. I don't care if it's 6-0.
So now Corbin Olds deals. That one hammered into center field. Corbin Chrisman can't get there in time. Zane Oberlin now gloves it. He'll throw it to second. And Fritch, good speed there. He'll slide in, no problem. Corbin Crispin just kind of missed that one. He had a range over, but couldn't get there.
Just couldn't quite get that.
At the plate, number 15, Elijah Aaron.
Tries to dive for it, trying to make that catch, it just goes past him.
And a good job by his teammate backing him up there and getting it in still fairly quickly. But another great piece of hitting by Fairview. Another double.
Now, Aaron, the top of the Fairview order.
And the top of the order for the Fairview
That one's a little low, ball one.
Elijah Aaron.
Be the fourth time up through the order for the Apaches.
Here comes the next pitch. That one.
That one skied high, foul out of play.
Line. Strike one.
Aaron 0 for 3 so far today. Looking to tally his first hit and tack onto the lead. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Bombers trail 6-0. Corbin Olds coming on in relief of Christian Owens here in his first inning of work. Great breaking ball there. Under the glove of Stanky. That'll score Shady Fritch.
That might score a run as it does.
And now the Apaches lead 7-0 on the hit
RBI single by Elijah.
by Aaron.
And another one that
Number 27, Cole Mack.
not an easy play at all.
Not an
Gets
easy
under the
play.
glove.
That slapped hard down to the second
And these
baseman.
two hits that have happened here in this top of the 6th so
So now Cole Mack with a chance. He
it would
has a single hit
great
here today
to make the play. Just
as Aaron stands on first. Nobody out. Lead has grown to 7. Called strike 1.
well, yeah, I mean, that just shows though how good these Apaches are. They put the ball in
Bombers
play.
playing well today. A couple errors broke it open for the Apaches. That one, breaking ball missed low, 1-1. I mean, they're just hitting the ball well, are the Apaches. Bombers could have been better on defense today. Says 5 errors so far. That one hammered left center field. Oberlin playing a good position there. He'll make the catch. He didn't even have to move for that one. So that will be the first out of the top of the 6th.
Standing in the right spot for that.
At the plate, number 24, Drayden Grinnell Dennis.
Fielder, but they put the ball in play. But that's a good job by
So the first baseman climbs in for the Apaches.
Number 24, Drayden.
Great breaking there by Olds.
Now,
fouls off the first.
Gets a fouled strike 1.
he's got 2 doubles on the game and has scored 8 runs.
It was the other night. Can't quite remember who they were playing. That Corbin Olds, that breaking ball was just killer. He had that thing dialed in. Good to see it working so far. As he misses that one though, a little high, 1-1. I mean, that breaking ball was nasty the other night. He rung up several batters in that game. But it'll be 1-1 here with a runner on first. Good breaking ball there. Called strike 2.
The Apaches are taking on the Eden Bombers here in Eden, Ohio.
Grinnell Dennis with a couple doubles so far today. He's 2 for 3. Went back to the breaking ball again, did Olds, but that one fouled out of play.
And I know the score says 7-0, folks, but these are 2
Count now 1-2.
Northwest Ohio.
And a great game so far here. Fairview out in front, 7-0. Runner on first. The pitch. Again, good job by Grinnell Dennis to foul that one back. We'll go again at 1-2. Bombers playing well today against this great opponent in Fairview. They're ranked 6th in the state in Division 6. Corbin Olds now deals the 1-2. Breaking ball again, goes back to it, missed that one inside. He might have thrown 5 breaking balls so far to Grinnell Dennis in this at bat alone. See if he goes back to it here. 2-2. Fastball, a little outside, got him to chase. Strike 3. So there'll be 2 now. At the plate, number 34, Anthony Singer. Cleanup hitter now up for the Apaches. He's 0 for 3 today. Be 2 outs. Corbin Old's trying to get out of this one. Giving up 1 run in this inning. That one low pitch fouled off. It'll be 0-1 now on the third baseman. Bombers trying to keep that lead to 7. They need to get the bats going when they come up here, as we are in the top of the 6th now. Breaking ball there. That one's fouled back. 0-2 now. As now Fairview's coach calling time to go talk to his hitter. Would have to think they're talking about what pitch Corbin Old is going to stick with here. He's been leaning heavy on that breaking ball with 0-2. I could see him coming high fastball here. If he locates it well, he could get the chase. So now, big 0-2 with 2 away here. Goes fastball, cut and missed. He strikes him out. So Corbin Olds does a good job there. He allowed 1 run in that inning, but got through the heart of the Apache lineups. Fairview up 7-0 as we head to bottom of 6. Coming up to bat for the Bombers, number 27, Caden Stance. Bombers really need to scratch some across here. They've done a good job of getting on base, but they've stranded everybody. I think they've had runners on most of the innings here. Haven't gone 1, 2, 3 except for the first. They need to score here. It's getting late in this one. Stance, Umpire City went around. It'll be 0-1. Apaches lead it 7-0. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Mack came on in relief of Cash King just last inning, so this will be his 2nd inning of work. He was good last inning, allowed a couple runners, but got out of that jam. Stance hits that one into shallow center field. Going to be a tough play. On the run is Gavin Garza, and he makes the catch. So there'll be 1 away now. Number 14, Lane Brandt. After the fly out by Caden Stance, it'll be the left-handed hitting Lane Brandt at the plate. Try to get something going here for the Bombers, as he takes that one, called strike 1. Have to be a tricky thing to hit off Mack here. He's got quite a bit of a sidearm delivery here. And Brandt takes outside, ball 1. Brandt walked and reached on error so far this afternoon. He awaits the 1-1 from Mack here. Just a bit outside, 2-1 now. We'll give credit to Fairview. They traveled well. A lot of people in the stands here for the Apaches. They've got good things to watch, though. Fairview 11-2 on the year as Brandt cuts on. Little dribbler, and that's going to be a tough play. That's going to be Brian Moore on to talk to the umpire again. That was just a little blooper, and the pitcher dove for it. I believe it touched the glove of the pitcher, so that should be a fair ball. Brant should not come back. He should be standing on first. And they called that one a foul. I got to think that's the wrong call there. Cole Mack dove for that one, and I think it came off the end of his glove, and then it rolled foul. It hit and fell fair territory. I just think that's the wrong call there. It's 2-2 now on Brant. As that one misses low, it'll be a full count now on the lefty. Big payoff pitch here with one away. As Brant holds, and he'll be on for his second walk of the day. At the plate, number 9, Zane Oberlin. I don't know. I still kind of disagree with that call there, but guess it ended up not mattering. Brant stands on first for Zane Oberlin now. One away. Bombers chasing that 7-0 lead as Oberlin takes ball low. As that one's called strike one. Interesting to see Brian Moore choosing not to opt with a pinch runner here. In this situation, Brant last time he was on got a pinch runner. Oberlin now. Cut on, missed. He'll be behind 1-2. Bombers need to do something here. Just 3 hits on the day. Have not been able to score. As Oberlin's down on strikes now. That will be out number 2 of the inning. Now into hit for the Bombers. Number 25, Zane Stoll. So Brian Moore choosing to go with a pinch hitter as outs are dwindling here for the Bombers. So Stoll has a couple pinch hit appearances so far, a couple pinch hits. Brian Moore choosing to go to him over Carter Stanky in this one. Stanky was 0 for 2. But you got 2 outs, runner on first. Bombers chasing that 7-0 lead. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Oberlin takes inside ball 1. You got to think Bombers need to score here. It'd be too much to put 7 up in the 7th. That one into the Bomber dugout. Watch out. That was a scary one. That was a hard hit ball off the end of Stoll's bat. So he'll be at a 1-1. 2 away. Got to get a score here. He takes breaking ball, strike 2. Scoreboard doesn't say so, but the Bombers have played a great game today, I will say. They couple of errors in the field. If they clean up that, this one's a lot closer. As Stoll fouls that one back. I'd say a good 4 of those runs were off errors, and the other 3 just off a great hitting by the Apaches. But you got to be proud of the Bombers' effort today, even if they don't come back in this one. Mack now fires. That one hit hard, foul, down the first base line. Stoll just a little behind Mack. If he can connect here, he's got power. He could advance the runner, Brant standing on first. So it'll be 1-2. 2 out here, bottom of 6. Mack deals. Called strike 3. That'll end the inning. Zane Stoll strikes out looking as we head to the top of the 7th. After 6 innings of play, Apaches 6, Bombers 0. We'll be back in the top of the 7th right after this. At the plate for the Apaches, number 6, Zane Timbrook.
Eden's definitely played better than the score shows, and they had their opportunity.
Timbrook, 3 for 3 today. 2 doubles and a single. He looks to add to that total here against Corbin Olds. Back out for his second inning of work. We're in the top of the 7th. Bombers trail 7-0. That breaking ball hit softly towards second. Gloved by Stanky. Great play there. He gets him in time to retire Timbrook. He really had to charge in on that one to make the play. So they'll be one away now. Number 10, Jesse Coolman. So good start there, inducing a ground ball out by Olds to the leadoff hitter. So now it'll be Coolman. Takes strike 1. He had an excellent bunt in this one, walked and had a double. So good day for Coolman. Good breaking ball there. Doesn't get the call. 1-1. We'll add Coleman had a great defensive day behind the plate for the Apaches. Been a wall back there. Fastball called strike 2. Corbin Olds finding a little bit of rhythm here. He's got Jesse Coleman in a 1-2 with 1 away. Breaking ball popped up. Lane Brandt, the first baseman, under it. He makes the grab to retire the second out of the inning.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get this third out here, Eden, and get up to the bat. You never know.
Number 1, Jonah Schiniger.
Watched it plenty of times. Teams will rattle off. What was it, 22?
It was 20 in the first.
So Schiniger now digs in for the Apaches, looking to add anything they can before we head to the bottom of the 7th. He is 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch in this one. Corbin Olds now with the 0-0. Just missed the low inside corner. 1-0. Good spot there by Olds. That one hit high and foul down the third base line. It'll be 1-1 now.
Got hit by a pitch. Popped up to the catcher.
Apaches down to the last out if they want to add on to this lead. They lead at 7-0. Olds kicks and fires. Breaking ball, short grounder to Sapp. They'll glove it, toss it over, and that will retire the Apaches. 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Bombers down to their last 3 outs. They trail 7-0. At the plate for the Bombers, number 5, Corbin Olds. Couple of defensive changes for the Apaches, but it'll be Jonah Schiniger, number 1, in to pitch for the Bombers. For the Apaches, excuse me. We're here in the bottom of the 7th. Apaches lead at 7-0. Bombers need to get something here. It's a long shot, but there's a chance. Offense haven't got too much going today. Just 3 hits. Olds grounds that one, too short. Under the glove, and he'll be aboard. Elijah Aaron with the error there, got under his glove. A little life for the Bombers. Maybe they can use this to get something rolling. Number 20, Christian Owens. In to run for the Bombers, Gage Cisneros. So a little pinch runner after the error. Corbin Olds reached on. You're at the top of the order for the Bombers, so that's got to feel good. If you got a chance, that's where you want to start. See if they can get something going here. Christian Owens. He's hits that one. That one's going to be out into center field, camped under it. And there's one out as Cisneros retreats to first. Used up one of your outs there if you're the Bombers, but nonetheless, we will continue. Number 10, Kyler Sapp. So trailing by 7 here. The Bombers are down to 2 outs left against a great opponent in Fairview. Again, the scoreboard doesn't say so, but the Bombers have played great today. Sapp lines that one, foul. Needed that one there. That one gets just foul down the third base line. First hard hit ball Sapp has had today. He is 0 for 3, reached on an error his last time up. Like to see him start a little something here. Breaking ball called, strike 2. Sapp behind 0-2 now. Bombers need to get something going here. Their bats have struggled a little bit today. They've had runners on in just about every inning, but cannot capitalize, especially in clutch situations. That breaking ball did a good job by Sapp to drop that one up. Cisneros, that one escapes, and Cisneros not going to advance. He almost got thrown out at second. That was a hard hit breaking ball. But it'll be runners on first and second after the single by Sapp. He'll get a pinch runner now. At the plate for the Bombers, the designated hitter, Braden Worley. And on to run is number 22, Caden Teal. So a couple of freshmen getting a chance to run the bases here for the Bombers. So they're working with one out here in the bottom of the 7th. Braden Worley at the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Cisneros, decent lead out there at second. Nobody holding Teal on at first. Worley takes that one high, ball 1. If you're Andy Singer, the Fairview coach, you got to just tell your guys, it doesn't matter if you give up 1 or 2 here. We just need to get 3 outs and we'll get out of here. As Schiniger checks the runner and fires. In there, called strike 1. There was some heat on that one. Hard thrown ball by Schiniger. Runners on first and second. The count's 1-1 on Worley. Breaking ball. He gets out of the way of that one. Kind of want to see him take that one, get hit by that one. You need base runners if you're the Bombers in this one. Cisneros, not a huge lead. I don't know if he'd be able to score on a base hit here. But you think you're station to station, down by 7. That one did get Worley. So it will be bases loaded here. Bombers coming to life a little bit, not going quietly. Now at the plate, number 3, Corbin Chrisman. So Corbin Chrisman now with a chance. Bases loaded, one away. Bombers not going quietly in this one. Schiniger just came in this inning. He's pitched well. Just an error. That one drived into right field by first base. And it'll be station to station for the Bombers runners. So they score. It's 7-1 now. There's still a chance. The catcher, number 27, Caden Stance. Little life here. Good to see the Bombers aren't giving up in this one. Still bases loaded for Caden Stance. He's collected a single on the day. He's 1 for 3. As Schiniger deals. Little in the dirt outside. Kuhlman ranges over to block that one, stop the pass ball. The sophomore on the mound for the Apaches now. He fires. Stance gets out of the way of a fastball there, 2-0. As Kuhlman will now go out and talk to his pitcher. Good time for that, you know. You're still up 6 here. You just got to find a way to get 2 outs if you're Schiniger. A lot of work here for the Bombers if they want to come back in this one. Caden Stance looking for a hit here. As there's one away, bottom of 7. He's got a 2-0 count. After the mound visit, that one again inside. It'll be 3-0. Got to think Stance is taking all the way here. Your team's down by 6. Bases are loaded. If you walk in a run here, that's huge for the Bombers. Outfield playing very shallow, it seems. Stance taking all the way. Schiniger able to find the strike zone there. It'll be 3-1. Even now, it's got to be good for Stance. You only got 2 outs left. As the umpires are conferring on the count, it is in fact 3-1. 1 away. Bombers trying to stay alive in this one. As Schiniger rocks and fires. Ball 4, he walked in a run. It'll be 7-2. Bombers scoring 2 now. At the plate, number 14, Lane Brandt. So now it's the first baseman, Tim Brook, over to confer with Jonas Schiniger. I'm sure they're telling him, hey, we're still up 5. We need to get 2 outs here. Bases are loaded. I do notice Lane Brandt switching up the bat here. See if he can get it going hot. He's got a couple walks today. As he takes that one, missed just a little high. So Schiniger struggling to find it here. No action in the bullpen. Andy Singer wants to let this sophomore ride here. Brandt cuts on. A little high there. It'll be 1-1. Base is still loaded here. 7-2. Bombers trying to climb their way back into this one in the 7th. Brandt, another high fastball. Swing and miss. If I'm Schiniger, I'm putting that one right there again. Got 2 chases in a row. Hopefully Brandt can have the discipline to lay off. Love to see him connect with one here as the outfield is playing very shallow. And swing in the dirt. And first base being occupied will be the second out of the inning as Brandt's down on strikes. Down to the last out are the Bombers. At the plate, number 9, Zane Oberlin. So down to 1 now after the strikeout. Hope something happens here. Wild pitch or anything just to squeak another run in. Gets you 1 step closer if you're the Bombers. As the 1-0 to Oberlin.
Reached base on a walk, struck out, and flew out.
That one's in there, called strike one. 1-1 now. Bombers just 5 hits on the day. They've produced their runners in a variety of ways. Lots of walks. They've reached on 4 errors of Fairview as Oberlin chases upstairs. 1-2. If I'm Jonah Schiniger out there on the mound, I am throwing this one high all day. 2 in a row. Bombers have chased high. Zane Oberlin down to the last strike for the Bombers. Breaking balls, called strike 3. This one's over. That will end the game.
Great pitch to end the ball game as the Fairview Apaches are going to win this.
Your final score from G. Ken Adams Field. Fairview 7, Bombers 2. Bombers' next game is Tuesday as they play host to the Swanton Bulldogs. Be sure to check out the Eden Bomber Baseball YouTube channel for live streams of home games. Bombers move to 8-7 on the season. Good luck to the Fairview Apaches the rest of the year. Have a safe drive home, everyone. Bombers really played well in this one. I mean, Fairview, they're ranked 6th in the state in a higher division. I'm proud of how the Bombers performed today. They clean up a couple errors in the field. That's kind of how the Apaches broke this one open. But good hitting by the Apaches. Good pitching by the Bombers, honestly. I think only 4 of those, maybe 3 of the runs were earned. Christian Owens and Corbin Olds did a good job. At the end of the day, that's a good game played against a great team in the Fairview Apaches. So the Bombers play host to Swanton on Tuesday, Camden on Thursday, and I believe Wauseon on Friday. On Saturday, they travel to Edgerton to face the Bulldogs. Thank you for tuning in to our live stream tonight. Be sure to check the Facebook page this weekend as far as checking on the schedule for live streams. Thank you and have a great night.